Hello YouTube, Wes here, checking in with a brand new video for you. I hope you're all doing well, having a great day, great night whenever you're watching this. As the title suggests, this video is all about my vinyl finds from the Alachua County Friends of the Library sale for spring of 2022. Happened just a couple of weeks ago. Here, it's a twice a year sale to benefit the library. They have a huge warehouse full of books, movies, music, magazines, board games, all kinds of media related things. People donate throughout the year, and it's a pretty big sale. Dealers come in from out of state to buy things there, and it's just kind of a free-for-all kind of crazy event, but there's always great, excellent deals to be found there. The vinyl has been, since vinyl has had its resurgence, it's been a lot more difficult to find amazing things there, but I'm still digging. I have a lot of the real common stuff in my collection already, so it's not too bad for me. I can find some more obscure things there that people maybe have passed over. So it's a fun event. It's a 5-day event. The first 3 days are what the prices were originally marked, and then the fourth day everything is half price, and then on the 5th day, the last day of the sale, everything is 10 cents a piece. So I have some finds that I got on the first day, and then I did go back on half price day, and I went back on 10-cent day as well. So I have some finds from those days as well. So let's go ahead and get into it. These first finds are all going to be from the very first day, Saturday, that I picked up, and I'm going to show some, spent some time digging through the 7 inches, and I picked up some 7-inch records. This first one we got here is a 7-inch record from the Black Keys. Great band that I do quite like. This is Sister Live and Moneymaker Live. I don't know if this was included as part of an LP or as a record store day thing. I don't remember. I have not had the chance to look this up yet, but saw that in the bin and thought, yeah, what the heck, we're going to go ahead and go for that. So I picked that one up. Then the rest of these are just kind of random 7 inches. They were all I think they were all a quarter a piece, so I went ahead and just picked them up. This is Tyrone Robinson with Sticky Situation and Sticky Situation Instrumental. Sounded like might be kind of funky or soul or something like that. Give that a try. Could also be disco. ZZ Hill, Near But Yet So Far, and This Time They Told You the Truth. Copy of Gordon Lightfoot's Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald, and The House You Live In is the B-side on that one. I do already have that. I don't know why I picked that up. I just saw it. For some reason I thought I needed it, and I didn't need it. Perhaps it's an upgrade for me. T-Connection at Midnight and Playing Games. Cool dash label. I like that label. Here's something on the Gordy label. Rick James with You and I and Hollywood. Here's a picture sleeve, but doesn't have a picture on it. Carpenters, I Won't Last a Day Without You, and One Love. Label, this is the A&M label on that one. KC and the Sunshine Band, I bet you didn't know that, and Please Don't Go. Mandalay with La Favor, and La Favor with Mandalay and Midnight Confessions. Guessing this is going to be disco. There's a fun one. Lemon Piper's Green Tambourine, and the B-side is No Help From Me on the lovely Buddha Records label. On the Casablanca label, we got some Parliament with P-Funk and Tear the Roof Off the Sucker. That's a cool one. Here's a fun one too. Billy Joel with Pressure. Great Billy Joel song. B-side is Laura. Got a nice picture sleeve for Supertramp's The Logical Song, and Just Another Nervous Wreck is the B-side on this one. Great tracks from the Breakfast in America album. Nice one there. And the last of these 7 inches we got, it's titled The United States Double Quartet, The Tokens and the Kirby Stone 4 with Life is Groovy and Split. So I'm familiar with the Tokens, but not familiar with what exactly that is, so I went ahead and grabbed it. Blind buy. I love doing blind buys on 7 inches. They're fun to sort of put on and if they're no good, they don't last that long. So that's a good thing. So let's get into the LPs I bought on Saturday. The first one here is Larry Coryell and Philip Catherine with Twin House. So as always, I'm on the lookout for Larry Coryell stuff, and saw this and thought I would grab it. This is not going to be real heavy fusion-y type stuff. It doesn't look like. This is going to be more of kind of a folksy kind of guitar virtuoso, not virtuoso. I'm trying to figure out what actually I'm looking for. The guitar's kind of guitar picking kind of stuff. One for the Christmas collection, the 12 Days of Christmas with the Chipmunks. Pete Seeger, Circles and Seasons. From 79 was the year on this one. So he's usually got some interesting tracks on his albums. His solo albums are always kind of hit or miss. There's not any that are great all the way through, but there's always just some oddball tracks in there that are just cool, and I do like checking these out. This next one is Linda Ronstadt with Don't Cry Now. I do enjoy Linda Ronstadt. I can't deny it. That's one of those whatever guilty pleasures or why is that in your collection kind of thing. I like Linda Ronstadt. I don't know. Next one here, another children's related thing. Walt Disney, Winnie the Pooh and the Honey Tree. This one's pretty cool. I think this is the debut album from Renaissance, self-titled. Yeah, really cool. I don't remember seeing this one before, so yeah, I was really glad to have found that one. I think that's on A&M, or no, it's on Elektra. It's got a kind of psychedelic kind of insert there and some lyrics on it. And it's on the Big E Elektra label. Here's one from Hall & Oates that I didn't have. Along the Red Ledge is the title of this one. 1978 is the year on this one. Yeah, I don't know if there were any big hits on this one that'll be recognizable to me, but one I hadn't seen, so I grabbed it. Next one, we got one here from Rare Earth. This is their album titled Ma. Cool to find this one. Of course, on their Rare Earth label there. This is one I was happy to find. Solo Billy Idol here with Whiplash Smile. Nice printed inner on this one. This photograph. And another one from Hall & Oates. This one's from 77, and this is Beauty on a Back Street. Another one I haven't seen this album before, but it does have didn't I recognize a song on here? I'm not recognizing it. Maybe there's a track on the other one that I recognized the name of, but yeah. Look forward to digging into this, and always on the lookout to check out the Hall & Oates stuff. Okay, next up we got a local band here. This is a band called Human Parts. It is a punk group formed by a member of the punk band Against Me, Andrew Seward, or Seward. I don't know exactly how to pronounce the name. I'm not familiar with Against Me or punk in general, but it was just sort of a local band, modern release, and I just couldn't leave it behind. I thought I want to at least hear this once, check it out, get to, kind of figure out what it is. So yeah, it's a number one. I got 117 out of 1,000, and picture here, and then yeah, it's it's on black vinyl. So yeah, that was a neat find. Normally, find older records at this book sale there, but occasionally you run into something a little bit newer, and I was glad to pick that one up. This next one was a pretty cool find. I saw Tim picked up a Beach Boys twofer on Record Store Day as well, and I picked up a Beach Boys twofer myself, and we got different twofers on Record Store Day, but they're both twofers. So the twofers were these things they did where they put two records into a gatefold, two different albums, single LP albums into a one gatefold sleeve. So here we have the Beach Boys with Wild Honey, and 2020 is the other album. So we got two albums, two Beach Boys albums in one here. These are always really cool. Sort of collections, I guess is the best way to put it. But yeah, nice. I was glad to have found that because I didn't have the single versions of either of those albums, so nice to pick those up. Here's a cool soul piece, Junior Walker and the All-Stars with Rainbow Funk. This one's in a Unipack sleeve. I do like the photo in there. Very nice. That cool purple soul label. Love that label. Next up, Les Paul and Mary Ford, the hit makers. Yeah, I know of Les Paul and Mary Ford. I sort of know the history, and particularly with Les Paul with all the electric guitar and stuff, but I hadn't really listened to anything, so saw this there. And I thought, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and pull the trigger on this and grab it. So that was a nice find to grab. So check out some Les Paul and Mary Ford. This was a fun one too. Commodore's greatest hits, so, Brick House and Just to Be Close with You, and all great Commodore's stuff. Couldn't leave that one behind. Yeah, here's just sort of a Schlager thing, Heinche, self-titled. He's got a Christmas album. I want his Christmas album, so I'm on the lookout for that one. Hopefully I will come across it someday. I'd like to have that in my Christmas collection too. I think that would be funny. But yeah, just, child Schlager kind of German kind of thing, just fun. And the last of the full price day here, we got Diane Davidson with Mountain Mama. Love that cover on that one. There's a gatefold as well. Some photos in there. And that's on the Janus record label. You don't see that label too often. All right, so the next ones I'm going to share with you all come from Half Price Day, so they were half price. The first one here was cool. This is one I remember seeing on the first day, passed on it. When I saw it on Half Price Day, I decided I'm not going to pass on this again. This is a German import of Straub's Bursting at the Seams. I believe this is their first live album, and this is a German pressing of it. So yeah, really, really cool to see that on the A&M record label. Next up, Cannonball Adderley Quintet, Inside Straight, on the Fantasy label. Some blues rock here. John Mayall's The Turning Point. Really cool. Do not have this. Glad to finally get a copy of this so I can hear it someday, because I know this is well loved. It's kind of funny. I was on the lookout for Mercury Living Presence classical records while I was there, because there always are a lot of classical records at the library sale. Last year I was able to pick up a few. This year I was on the lookout for them. I did not find any Living Presence classical records, but I did find Mercury hi-fi stereo kind of things here and there. And I picked up this Eddie Layton and Buddy Morrow released on the Mercury Records label. I thought I'd like to hear it. It's probably very well recorded. Should be a pretty nice listen as far as the recording goes. So went ahead and grabbed that. Next up, we got the soundtrack to the movie The Flamingo Kid. Some classic kind of soul stuff on here. The Chiffons, Martha Reeves and the Vandellas, Dion. Little Richard is on here. The Impressions, Silhouettes. Pretty cool stuff. If you've seen that movie, you probably know some of the music from here. It's got kind of that beach vibe to it. Next up, we got Ambrosia, self-titled. Got J.D. Souther with Home by Dawn. This one I'm looking forward to checking out. Looks like it ought to be pretty darn good. Don Nix with Hobos, Heroes, and Street Corner Clowns. On the Enterprise Records label. Pretty cool. Let's see here. Yeah, these are all pretty dirty. They all need clean. That's why I haven't really played them yet. But eventually I will get them cleaned up so I can spin them. And a real clean copy of Joe Jackson's Night and Day. Potentially an upgrade copy or just something for the Discogs store. Of course, great classic album by Joe Jackson. Good stuff. And the last of the half price pickups, we got a 2 LP set from K-Tel called Superstar Collection. So tons and tons of tracks on here. Atlanta Rhythm Section, Alice Cooper. A lot of artists I'm really not familiar with, so it should be pretty good. The Babies, Kiss is on here. Steely Dan. Bunch of stuff from the late 70s, so yeah, looking forward to checking that one out. And since it's a 2 LP set, it is a gatefold. And there's the track listing. Okay, so these last couple of records all come from the 10-cent day, Wednesday, the last day of the sale. These first two I picked up. They were out of their jacket, out of their box, I guess would be a better way to put it. I saw this and I knew what it was and I just couldn't leave it behind even though it's not complete. So I got 2 LPs from Beatles Alpha Omega. So if you're not familiar with Alpha Omega, these are bootlegs that came out that were sold through mail order of Beatles, sort of a Beatles compilation, 4 LP sets, which eventually led to Capitol releasing the Red album and the Blue album that were the compilations. But you know, these were done as bootlegs, and of course Capitol was not too happy about that. But yeah, so I got Beatles Alpha and Omega. This is sides 5 and 6. And side 1 and side 2. So incomplete. Maybe I can find somebody who needs these at some point and get them to them. But I just thought I'd like to pick them up, 10 cents, at least listen to them. I hear that the quality is not great on these, but just to sort of experience that Alpha Omega kind of thing, just to see what it was all about, kind of experience what that would have been like for somebody who would have ordered these back in the day. So that was the first thing from 10 Cent Day. The next one is one I looked at on the first day. I looked at on half price day, passed on it both times, but on 10 Cent Day it was still there, and I thought, what the heck, I'm going to go ahead and grab it. Ruffin and Kendricks, David Ruffin and Eddie Kendricks, from like the mid 80s here. When was this from? But yeah, I really don't know what this is going to be like. This has the potential to be pretty cheesy. Yeah, 1987 is the year on the RCA Records label. But yeah, just go ahead and check it out. 2 legendary artists, but in the late 80s, so we'll see. Could be good, could be bad. This one I didn't remember seeing, but I saw it and I thought, yeah, we're going to go ahead and check it out. It's on the Blue Note label. We got John Lee and Jerry Brown, 1975. Yeah, don't know what this is going to be. I mean, it's on Blue Note, so it should be jazz, or at least jazz adjacent. We'll see. And last but not least, we have a Vanguard compilation of the great folk artist Eric Anderson. Great artist, very underknown. Should be more well known, I think. Yeah, really great singer-songwriter, folk kind of artist. Definitely check out his stuff if you're into folk music. And that was the last thing from 10 Cent Day. So hope you enjoyed what I found. If you're curious, I am going to do a second video of Friends of the Library sale finds that's going to include books, movies, CDs. There was one magazine, whatever, everything else I'm going to put into one video. So I just wanted to separate out the vinyl and keep it as one video, and then everything else will be its own video. So that'll be out in a couple weeks. I think next week I'm going to do my April vinyl finds video, and then maybe the week after that we'll do the rest of the Friends of the Library sale. So stay tuned, lots more to come. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave me some comments down below. If you aren't already, please subscribe so you'll be kept up to date with those future videos I mentioned. And yeah, enjoy yourself, enjoy some great music. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again next time. Cheers.